Davido's daughter, Adeleke, did not have a DNA test twice. Davido's lawyer, Bobo, used his powerful platform to lie to millions of Nigerians and they believe it, says Dr. Kemi Oluwayo. Please do not forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment and share, and please do click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post a new video. Thank you.
See the hot on News Media.
So I did a video on Monday about Davido's alleged older daughter, Adeleke. The reason why this matter came up again is because she posted a video a few days ago and she introduced herself normally as Davido's daughter because she's been off social media for 5 years. She's still insisting on the fact that she's Davido's daughter. Even Davido's lawyer, Bobo, replied that they did a DNA test in 2 reputable hospitals and the DNA test turned out to be negative. When this whole issue came up in the beginning, it was Kemi Oluwayo that took everything, opened an account for the girl, put her in school, did a lot of things for her. So I came across Dr. Kemi's video and she had a lot to say and I was really shocked. You know that Dr. Kemi, a lot of the times when she's talking, things that she say, like it's not everything that is true. So I don't really know. The reason why I'm having a little bit of that, because I remember then when Imade was born, Davido was kind of like denying her until they did a paternity test and it turned out that Imade was his. And also his second son, Dancing, from Larissa, London, he also denied that one before he eventually took up the role as a dad. So there's every possibility that might also be the case here. I don't know, because I don't understand if he has the money, the capability to take care of a child. Why is he still denying the girl? And the DNA test they did, what really happened to you? Did they do something about the DNA test to make it turn out to be negative? If all what Dr. Kemi is saying about the DNA test result is true, then it's really, really bad on Davido's part. It's really bad because he's denying that girl a chance to get to know him, his dad, and her other siblings. That's if what Kemi is saying is really true. But I don't think that we are ever going to know what is true and what not. I'm wondering is the fact that if actually this Adeleke is not Davido's daughter and the girl is coming out with the mom and insisting that she's Davido's daughter, why is Davido not suing the lady for like tarnishing his image, defamation or something like that? Why? So see the video of Dr. Kemi talking about the whole DNA saga, because she's talking about it because she said people were tagging her.
I'm Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It's Monday, the 6th of January, 2025. Let's talk about Adeleke. I just want to set some things straight. A lot of you have been tagging me endlessly on this story. It's everywhere and trending everywhere on social media. As you know, I am going to retire for the 3rd and final time in 32 days, and I am on medical leave because of my health. I'm having minor surgery and then major surgery soon. So I had to take some time out to come out and clarify some things here. I can't sit down and see lies going on around, because of a child's paternity. I went through this myself with my 38-year-old, son. Let me explain what happened to you, because 7 years ago is a long time, and many of you were younger, and some of you were not conversant to the story. Adeleke had a DNA test with Davido. The test came out negative, that Davido was not the father. However, there is an issue with the test. It was manipulated. I have a copy of the test. I posted it then, and everybody saw what I discovered. It was manipulated. At the end of the day, the mother and the grandmother said they spotted Davido handing a brown envelope to the person that performed the test. As they were walking away from the test lab, the door cracked open and they saw that exchange of envelope. I mean, impulse, that should tell you right there that maybe he's giving them a bribe. Maybe it's a tip. I mean, it's not unusual to tip somebody that does a job for you, but never in a lab. We don't tip people that take our blood in the lab or take a swab. And not in a DNA lab where you're trying to find the paternity of a child. They saw that. And at that point, they didn't even have to see the result. They know that it wouldn't favor them. At the end of the day, that was it. Bobo Ajudua was lying. And Bobo lies through his teeth. I mean, when you're a son of a liar, his father's the biggest fraudster in Nigeria. Google him, Fred Ajudua. I mean, the guy steals, lies, everything. And you're a lawyer. You're supposed to be coaching your dad to be truthful. Now you're going to say there was 2 DNA tests done in 2 reputable hospitals. It was not even a hospital, it was a lab, and it's not even there today. Demolished, gone, business doesn't exist, but we have that DNA test. So, in 2018, what did Ayala want? She wanted me to hold a news conference, and she wanted me to, appeal to the media and the family, blah, blah, blah. What did I do? Instead of me, taking this as just some kind of story on my blog or something, I decided to do PR. I have a degree in public relations. So I represented her, her child, and her mother, and I called the entire media. They came, and they did a press conference. It was very viral. Instablog carried that press conference. I hope they can dig that out. And in the press conference, basically, the child talked about how she wanted to meet her father. It was very emotional, and how she liked her father's songs and everything. Listen, women know who they slept with. You cannot argue with them, okay? But at the end of the day, it was very emotional because Anu spoke out a lot. Channels, TV, Tribune, I have everything. So after the news conference, the media reached out to Davido and his team, and they sent a statement out that they've already had a DNA test, and it came out negative. Davido is not the father of that child, the end. I just tried to get him to do an independent DNA. You guys remember that time now. I said, even let's go and do it in America. Tonto Dike contacted me that year and said, I can do it here for them in Abuja. But Davido did not budge. And that was it. It closed. Aya moved on with her life. So she moved on with her life, and then she comes out 7 years later, okay, and reopens the Instagram page and posts pictures of Anu developing and everything. Everybody's screaming and shouting, it's not Davido's child, it's not Davido's child. Well, since then, my investigation has seen a lot. Like, I secretly investigated Ayo. Some of the screenshots she gave me, saying that she was chatting with Davido, she was a waitress. Davido came out of a concert and went to that club, and she was the waitress there serving them. And Davido liked her and said, hey, come to our hotel after you get off. She said, I'm going to get off late. Davido waited until she got off, and she followed them. She said when they were about to have sex, Davido did not want to put a condom on because Davido trusted her. Pull-out method now. At the end of the day, she got pregnant. She was chatting with Davido 2-3 days after, and Davido wanted to see her again and things like that. And guess what? At the end of the day, she was pregnant. He stopped chatting with her. Davido was chatting with this girl in B-Red's DM. At one point, I said, wait, who are you talking to here? Davido or B-Red? Did you sleep with B-Red too? She said no, that he was using B-Red's account because he didn't want to use his own verified account to be talking to her. Now, somebody I know very well in the royal family in Ibadan called Davido in front of me at their office. And Davido said that I was enabling Ayo and her family to pin the child of a prostitute on her. But I can't say, Kemi Luna just wants to pin the child. How do you expect him to accept the child of a prostitute? So Davido basically looked at Ayo as a prostitute that followed him to the hotel. How am I supposed to accept the child of a prostitute? This is what happened with Hunter Biden. Okay, when Hunter Biden got that stripper pregnant, that little girl at the end of the day is the granddaughter of the US president. The Bidens never let that child use their last name. Okay, but you can't take it from her. Her grandfather was once president of the United States. You know, this culture of denying children and stuff, I went through it with my 37-year-old autistic son. Babs Ogwadi did not come to me to say, oh, sorry about what happened in 1986, No, his children found out about my son and told him, and he flew to America to meet my son, arranged that he meets him in New Jersey, and then he drove my son to a DNA lab, took DNA. And he has never released the DNA test to me. You guys remember my own story in 2021. Babs Ogwadi, vice president of the NBFF. He has never given me my DNA test for my autistic son. My son will be 38 next month, February 17. And I still haven't gotten my DNA test. Because he doesn't want to pay child support for 18 years that he owed me. So this whole DNA thing has to be taken seriously. Ayo Labinja is only asking Davido to do a clean DNA test. She's been asking for 7 years. Okay. Dr. Kemi is looking for her own DNA test. While we're asking Wumi to do a DNA test. Some people want to do it. Some people don't want to release it. Some people, it's just impossible in this world. But what do? My son told me I should move on. He's moved on. Ayo has moved on. I started that page when she was 5 years old. I know it was 5 years old to post her birthday pictures. An Instagram page. Okay, I had it as Mitchell Anu Adeleke. I handed the page over to Ayo before I left Ibadan. And they've since changed the handle to Anu Adeleke 001. Shebi Davido is 001, so what's wrong with that? And now she's posting the child's progress, the new looks. The child is grown and she's growing fast. She's going to puberty fast. And she's beautiful. And she has talent. And she can sing like Davido's mom and Davido and everybody. She looks like all of them in that house. If you look at Anu Adeleke carefully, because that's how I study the Graham families, Drake, Drake's son, Adonis, does not look like the mother or the father. Drake's son looks like Miss Sandy. Sandy Graham is my friend when I was in Toronto, Canada. Drake's mother. Okay, that's because of something called a recessive gene. Okay, Adonis has a recessive gene. He looks like his grandmother. And Adeleke has the recessive genes in the Adeleke families. She's like looking like every one of them. She looks like Sade. She looks like Sharon. She looks like Nikos. She looks like Nicolas. She looks like Davido. She looks like Davido's mom. And that has smile. She looks like DJ Adeleke. Take all their photos and put it together. I mean, this life is not this hard. I paid her school fees. I put her in school, okay, for 1 year. I bought her food every month. I took her shopping for groceries every month. I did her iconic 5th birthday. I've done my part. I even opened an account for her in First Bank, which is save what's in First Bank every single month for what's in. In 7 years, it will be all hers. She'll be 18 in 7 years. I've done my part, guys. So you don't need to tag me. I've seen everything. I've seen my name everywhere. You know all the tags I used to have Kemi Olunloyo and I had Dr. Kemi Lawrence. I think Ayo has changed everything. The only thing I've not done is I haven't been in touch with them. Okay? I left Ibadan on a sad note. You know my story. And I left Nigeria also on a sad note. You know my story. And I've not let anybody reach me.
What do you think? Do you believe Dr. Kemi? Because this whole situation is a bit dicey. Like, it's a very delicate situation. And if all what Kemi said is true, I really feel bad for the girl in question. I really feel bad for her. I do.
Thank you for watching my video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. And please do kindly leave your comments in the comment section below.